Hey guys, what is up? Finally getting around to doing an update on my Photocard collection. Without wasting any more time, we'll just get into it. You guys will notice I've dropped and added several groups, especially as newer ones have debuted. So starting off, we'll get into Twice. The story begins. Not really planning on collecting the baby card set. Not really my cup of tea, but as for page 2, here would go the Jersey version set. And I do have a lot of loopholes, or just holes in general for their sets, just because they release so many versions upon the releases. It's kind of hard to keep up, especially when I'm trying to collect for multiple groups. So very pitiful Twice collection. So huge respects to those of you that do collect all 9 members and stay on track with every release. So that's really cool to see. And then for their Thailand cards, just prioritized Mina, so I'm missing everything for the other two. For their Japanese cards, or just for their hashtag Twice, I did pull Mina in my album and traded the Cheon card I pulled for Sana, so that was really cool to trade. And yeah, as far as non-album cards, I do have their Nature collection, and I just didn't really want to put like their more non-album cards, just because they have way too many from like their monographs and DVDs and stuff like that. So, you know, I wanted to have a bit more room. And then I just left these pages blank because they do release so many cards. So just so I wouldn't have to reorganize everything very quickly. Getting into Red Velvet. Still everything completed for Ice Cream Cake and the Red. Still lacking Yeti's card for the Velvet. The set is a bit harder to complete, I think, out of any of their other sets. Getting into Russian Roulette and Rookie, both sets are completed. Then the Red Summer, I'm only missing Irene's version B card, and for Perfect Velvet, I've got version A completed as well as version B. And then getting into the Perfect Red Velvet, I've got only Irene's card from my album. The set is still fairly recent, so I haven't really gotten too much into it. Getting into FX, who haven't really released any Photocard sets. In terms of album-wise, everything's still the same, still lacking Sully and the group card for Red Light. And then Four Walls is still the same members that I had previously. And then, you know, I guess if they do manage to release anything, I'll just slide it into here. But that does it for FX. Sliding into Nine Muses, I have their special summer set completed, so still one of my favorite Photocard sets up to date out of anything that I've had. So that's really cool to have. And then my non-existent Lost set would go over here. Very pitiful, unfortunately. Getting into Muse's Diary Part 1, still missing Kumjo's pink version. And then for Muse's Diary Part 2, I pulled Sojin and the duo card with Hyemi and Kumjo. Everything else is still vacant. Got Sojin from the Remind photo book from their concert. And then the rest of the Love City cards would go here. I've only managed to accumulate 2 of the cards, so very empty as well. Getting into IOI, I only have Doyeon for What a Man, still missing the rest of the 6 members. And then obviously for the Miss Me set, still missing the remaining 4 members, so I'll just plug those in once I do come by them. Would like to have the set completed. Getting into Daya, I pulled just about 1 member from each release. No Cheon or Huiyeon or Kathy, unfortunately, but debating on collecting them. I'll most likely end up trading some of them, just depending on for what card it is that I'm offered. But yeah, then getting into Gugudan, I'll probably just be doing Sejong, Mina, and possibly a 3rd member, just to round out the page, but still unsure. Getting into Chang'a, I would like to collect her other 2 cards for Hands on Me. And then I really like the Photocard sets for her latest released offset, so that is a card set I would like to also complete as well. Getting into Cosmic Girls, this is a group I'm debating on continuing to collect. I've sort of fallen out of it for them, though I still buy their albums. Just in terms of Photocard sets, it hasn't really been for me anymore. but their next set will definitely decide if I continue with it or not. Getting into Priston, this is also another group, debating on collecting them still, or probably dropping them. Haven't even bought their second release yet, so lacking with that. And then lastly, getting into Wikimiki, I will definitely be collecting Doyan, just for now, wishfully thinking of also collecting Yu Jung and Lucy, but you know, it'll depend, especially since their upcoming release has so many versions coming out. It'll be quite the task to collect. So let's go ahead and get into binder number 2. Okay, so kicking off binder number 2, we get into Girls' Generations O. I only have Tiffany's Korean version. The Korean set is a bit harder to come by, but it is the one that I'm planning to collect. So only her for now. Then G I've got completed still from previous updates. I managed to accumulate 4 of the Genie members. So that was really cool. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up some of the others by the end of the year. Moving into Hoot, still completed for version A. Soo Young is still missing for version B. Getting into the Boys and the Mr. Taxi repackage, still completed. Still one of my favorite pages. It's very wholesome and filling, I guess, or filling. Lionheart, haven't made any progress. Hasn't really been on my priority list, as well as you'd think. Especially since the version sets are very similar to each other. Then getting into Holiday Night, I only have Sunny from the album that I pulled, so everything is still up for grabs. Tay So, which unfortunately is no more. I managed to pick up like 1 or 2 extra Taeyeon cards that I was missing, so that was cool. I already had Tiffany's completed, and I'm still missing several of Sohyun, so still some ways to go with that. As for solos, I have I completed for Taeyeon, Y would go here, and then her 2 sets for My Voice would go here. I believe there's like 5 or 6 cards for that. And then the repackage would fill up over here, as well as the winter release that she had. We'll finish off the page, and then Tiffany's solo is over here. Sohyun's would fill in over here. And then Jessica, she has so many versions, I believe like 10 cards for her mini albums thus far. So I don't know if I'll even attempt to collect that. And I say that because all of my attention and money has poured into Luna, so I am very much up to date with all of their cards and releases as well. Starting from Heejin, ever since her release came about, I knew I was going to love the group. Didn't even think it was going to be a group like this in terms of like a monthly release. You know, obviously I found out once Heejin came out and all of the promotions came about. So we'll just sort of flip through it. I will show you guys this again once I do my overall Luna collection with my albums and stuff. And then huge shout outs to Mason for selling me his card. I didn't think the rainbow version would be that hard to come by, especially at the time. And now obviously it's a bit harder to pull just because of most of the albums are going out of print. So it's a bit unlucky for those fans that are just now getting into it. And then we get into Chu and Go On, which you guys have seen me pull from my multiple copies in my recent videos. And obviously the 12th girl would fill up here if she's still gonna release. I know there's rumors saying that there's no 12th girl, but we'll see. Then getting into the 1/3 unit, I have Love and Live normal and limited, Love and Evil normal, as well as the limited. So that's nice. Odd-Eyed Circle, Mix and Match normal, as well as the limited, and then Max and Match normal, as well as the limited. And shoutouts to Miyu Panda, he actually sent me his Chori limited card, which is one of the versions I was missing, actually the last card I was missing to finish the set. So huge thanks to him. And here would go the 3rd unit. And then these are all of the extras I've accumulated since then, and you guys have seen me pull most of these on camera. So yeah, I'll definitely show this again a bit more detailed, I guess. I just want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Don't really plan on trading these for now. Any of the other cards I mentioned I will trade for Luna cards, but just shoot me an email and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.